When we think about popular Smash scenes in North America, we usually think about MDVA, NorCal, and of course, SoCal. But what you may not know is that SoCal is actually made up of plenty of smaller regions that consist of different cities, colleges, and even area codes. For the 805 scene, a region known for its top players and vocal community members, it's hard to think you've probably never heard of it.
So like 805, it's been around for a while. People have played it forever, you know, people had like their fractured little friend groups that have kind of played the game on their own, you know?
There was like a couple of like, what I like to call the first creatures to make it out of like the primordial soup. Like very first people that learned how to dash dance and stuff.
Basically, the three titans of the region were Jake Holka, Mark Tuxedo Mask, and Noah.
For me, like my buddy sends me a message on like MySpace or whatever, like, yo, you guys gotta come over, play Super Smash, and we're like, oh yeah, you know, like I own that game, I'm the best Link block type of thing. And he's like, nah, there's this thing called wave dashing, like you gotta check it out. So we did.
It wasn't until like a couple years ago that we kind of like solidified, you know, and got all the shit together. We had just met each other and been like, oh shit, you're from 805? Like, I'm from 805. We should totally like throw a tournament sometime. And one day I like threw a tournament in my garage and we like got the Facebook page going and like we kind of just got momentum from there, you know?
Smash Melee is kind of like how we connected and like, you know, closed the gap between grades and stuff. Pretty much like the real coming together story at 805 is when we all got like lost together at, oh, I don't know, like Irvine Tournament 4 or whatever. It's just really funny to have strangers pull up out of nowhere, like, hey, are you holding a GameCube controller? Like, what an identifying factor. And then, so where are you guys from? Oh, you know, same place you're from. Like, oh, crazy.
These days we kind of just travel a lot, you know. A lot of our members are very active in other regions of SoCal. Army in particular is like well known throughout the area. He's like for sure getting ranked this period, we think.
Once 2015 hits, that's when I really got into it. Army and I actually started around a similar time, and he came to my house and he's like, hey, I think I'm gonna pick up Ices. I was like, really? Okay, because he was a Marth player, I was a Falcon player, so we like kind of went back and forth. And I remember I liked doing tournament sets at the end of a friendly set, just like one, you know, best of 3, like give it all you got. And he, like, we were on Fountain, and I was on his Sopo last stock, or he was on his Sopo last stock. I had 3 stocks. I'm like, of course the Falcon cockiness sets in, and he fucking beats me with his Sopo. And at that point he he leaves, like, you know, leaves my house. I'm like, later, man. And I was just like, I have a feeling he's gonna be really good.
So the first time I played, it wasn't actually in 805, it was in 818 Calabasas with Noah, and that was back when I made Dr. Mario. And then he convinced me to make Ganondorf after that. And then I played with him, it was like in the summer of 2013, towards the end, right after EVO 2013. That's when I wanted to play. And after that, I didn't really play for a while, and then I went to college. And then I met some local people, Tuxedo Mask, and this guy named Skeeter. And they came over to my dorm, we were playing, it was cool. I had an HD TV, they didn't even complain, they just played with me, they were homies.
I started with my sister's boyfriend played PM, and I just hated losing to him. So pretty much I wanted to beat him, and that's what sparked me to get good at the game.
Pretty much everybody has basically the same story of they like learned how to wave dash, or like found Smash boards or like a video before YouTube or anything like that.
In 2015, or like late 2014, I didn't think Smash was a thing. All my life, I didn't think Smash was a thing. I loved Melee when I was a little kid. I was like, I will fuck anyone up. I'll go at any tournament, but I'm like, dude, no Smash tournament exists. That's stupid. But then I got to know Ross from the 805, and because we went to CSUN together, he's like, hey man, you should go to JJ's, and so on and so forth. And the saddest thing is the biggest reason why I went was because people really wanted to see beads. I posted them on the internet, and I was like, I would just sell them on eBay and play by myself. But people were like, I want to fucking see them. Oh my god, do they break? So like, okay, like I'll go. And then like I don't know, I'm a competitive little shit stain, so I want to keep playing.
Challenges at 805. Well, shocks, dude. I don't know. Like getting good, like getting wrecked at every tournament we go to.
I'll say they're low-key salty, but like it's not even low-key. Like when 805 loses, like they feel it, and like it just sets them back so much, because they focus on the loss more than like what they did wrong and what they can like focus on to improve on.
Oh my god! we're definitely making a little wave in the scene, but we definitely do kind of get lumped into SoCal, like outside of SoCal.
If we get lost in the pool of talent that is SoCal, you know? There's so many good players, and it's a bummer because everyone's struggling to like keep up. You know, everyone's always getting better, everyone's always on the up and up. Yeah. And so to catch up is quite a task. But a few of our members are like starting to get there, and I'm like really happy for them, you know?
However, 805 isn't just about top-level play. The old SoCal Melee reputation as loud, rambunctious party animals didn't just come out of nowhere.
Pretty much, we just like to go hard. At like every Smash Fest, we'll just get like super fucked up and play like monkey ball.
There's like 2 or 3 people that every national, they'll drink a little too much and just, they'll go ham. They'll go ham. But 805 likes to have a good time. I'll keep it at that. I'll keep it at that.
The good time part of it. So 805 is definitely the homie region. We're all friends outside of Melee, you know? We're not just gamers, we're just friends who play the game, you know? And so what that can entail is like, we go to tournaments, we get knocked out of pools, and we'll go have beer in the parking lot, whatever, it's fine. Maybe before pools, who knows?
At Evo, everyone in the 805 was so hammered, and Kurt was like in a different zone. I think he had probably like threw up or something. And we started playing because I was bored. I was like, I'll play, and I just grabbed someone's controller. I think it was Ricky's, and I've never seen Kurt want to win a Falcon Ditto so much in my life. To this day, he just was going so in, and he just like lies in the bed, and he's just like, Tom's Falcon is fucking crazy, like some shit like that.
Were you at the UCLA event?
I was.
I hear a little bit about that.
We lost. That's what happened. Oscar actually beat up a TV. He just slapped the TV. That's it.
Yeah, for sure the greatest story that 805 ever has is that time he ruined UCLA's clubhouse. The time that we like went there for a crew battle. It was 2 years ago, I think. We were still like barely known, but we had a few friends over there, and we're like, hey, you know, let's do a crew battle. It's gonna be a great time, you know. I knew that we were gonna get fucked up, but I was like, no, come on, guys, we can do it. We're gonna go over there. We're gonna win. You know, and we go over there, we lose by like 15 stocks, dude. Oscar shows up already drunk, like Lovage that is, and like he gets trashed, and we're all getting like destroyed. But we were so loud that everyone there got written up, and like the people who go to school there like got in trouble. And we're like, well, I mean, we got destroyed, but at least we trashed the clubhouse, and then we came out on top somehow.
As far as like anything else, they just get hammered. No, like. They're all over age, of course, but they're crazy. Yeah. But yeah, dude.
Overall, 805 knows how to play hard and party hard. Through the good times and the bad, the 805 scene will always stick together.
Just 805 in general?
Yeah. How do you sum up
805 is a bunch of smart but very immature people. They're very emotional. Every person in 805 probably wears their heart on their sleeve, which is a double-edged sword, because when you're winning, it's just so great. You feel amazing. You're playing out of your mind. But as soon as like you take one thing away, like you feel that in your heart, right? So like that's 805. 805 to me kind of resembles like your childhood and like your nostalgia.